are good at jiu-jitsu. We could just see a striking battle.
Yeah, they both might fear the other one's ability of the ground and pound and the jiu-jitsu style, like you mentioned. And already we see some strikes to the head and no takedown attempt as of yet.
Well, again, younger fighters, lighter fighters, so dancing a little more than you would see normally, trying to get that neck crank, arm in, guillotine now is Josh Ferguson. He has Curtis Richard, has his neck, even though Curtis Richard with the more dominant position up against the cage. It's the damage being done right now by Josh Ferguson.
And these guys might be young, but they've each got some length here, so you might think you have him in a good position, but the long arms can get around and get some shots, as we saw there, working the body, even though he's in the a vulnerable position.
All the weight now on Curtis Richard, who drives him into the ground and is trying to pop his head free. The arm-in guillotine choke here from Josh Ferguson. Curtis Richard is trying to scramble out of it and unable to do so far.
And I think his height might be helping here. His legs are long enough to create some sort of a bridge here, so he's not using all the flux on his neck. Now it's in deeper here. He's really got to be considering tapping at this point.
Josh Ferguson has the arm-in guillotine, although it seems that when Curtis Richard does have a little room there, when he's not pulling his head out, there does seem to be some room in that choke, so it may not be as deep as we think, although it maybe got a little deeper there. Josh Ferguson has had this choke on for quite a while on Curtis Richard, and he's trying to get it tighter and tighter.
And the longer this goes without a tap, you know, it's got to benefit Ferguson, because he's trying to fight out of this, but his opponent's wasting energy trying to choke him out here, and this is looking more deeper and deeper the harder I look at it.
Well, it's a battle between blowing out the one guy's arms because he's trying to secure the choke, and the effort it takes to get out of that choke from Curtis Richard, who's now driving knees into the back, the rear end, rather, of Josh Ferguson.
It's kind of tough to score this, because on one hand you got advantage of the choke, but it's taking this long and no tap, and now you're taking shots to the body, so it's a lot closer than it looks right now.
Yeah, Richard now getting busy, and he caused his opponent to let go with body shots, and now he's driving shots down from above. The referee right on the action there, as Curtis Richard was looking to finish with some ground and pound, but was unable to do so.
And Ferguson did a good job there of not taking any major blows there, but he definitely did take a few shots there, not regardless. And now just trying to get some arms free and to avoid more of these shots.
Again, more damage being laid to the body, and now the face of Josh Ferguson from Curtis Richard. Both these fighters putting on an entertaining first round. Out of the red corner comes Ferguson. They touch gloves at the center of the cage, and we are underway for round number 2.
And we'll see how long it takes for this one to end up on the mat. It took a few shots early on in the first round, and right now, again, both men just throwing some early kicks here, and nothing major to the land so far.
Nice straight jab through. Chasing him across the cage and maybe catching him unaware. A nice kick to the head there from Curtis Richard, who is showing striking that we haven't seen from him before. A monster kick to the face, and this fight is over.